Hello there guys and girls, this is the Prussian Prince with another Total War Attila tournament match, and this is the Barbarian team tournament. It is round 1, aka group stage. It's group B. Match between Brotherhood of Aggony and first Agartha team. It is the second 1v1. The first 1v1 was played by Panda, and in the second 1v1 I am playing as the Allens, whereas my opponent, Llewellyn of Agartha, is playing as the Burgundians. And he actually he picked first and I picked second. Probably not a very smart choice to counter Burgundians with Allens. They want to do extremely well, I think. They just have like more cost-effective units overall. The only thing I have though is the Noble Cav over him. I have 2 of those that I can bring, but he has, because it's max 2 Noble Cav, I believe also Royal Lancers. So yeah, he can bring 2 Royal Lancers only, but then he has the Barb Lancers, which are also fairly effective. But anyway, I'm just gonna go over my build first. I have a Germanic Noble General over here because it counts in the Cav max if your general is Cav, unless it's the Sassanids or the Hunts. Then I have 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen, no, 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen on the right with a Noble Cavalry. On the left flank, basically the same thing. Supporting my right, you see 2 Elite Agartha1 Warriors. Supporting my left, you see 2 Elite Agartha1 Warriors and an Agartha1 Warrior unit. Then in the center I have 2 Pikes with 3 Germanic Archers, 1 Germanic Archer on each flank as well. Now for Llewellyn, well, we see the Royal Burgundian General, bronze 1, he actually forgot to use to bring an ability for his general. He doesn't have brace or anything like that, so that is a huge problem for him actually, the fact that he lacks those abilities. Not entirely sure what happened there. I guess he just didn't pick it and started without. Then he has 6 Burgundian Axemen. We see up front a mix of Germanic Archers and Bows, I believe. So we have 2 Germanic Bows over here, and then we make that 3 Germanic Bows and 2 Germanic Archers. On the right we see a Royal Lancer bronze 1 with a Barb Lancer bronze 1, basically the same thing on the left as well. And in the center we have the Noble Germanic Horseman with the Noble Germanic Swordsman. Another interesting thing that's part of his build are those 2 units in the back, 2 Germanic Mounted Brigands. These guys are very interesting, but I don't think they're cost effective, though I never even expected him to bring this, so I just didn't look at the minimap at all, which is a mistake. Like, obviously you should look at the minimap at least the beginning of the game to see if there is anything around, but I just didn't look because I thought, okay, like, there's no way he's gonna bring any hidden units, and yet here he does. And it's funny because I just don't notice these units at all, because if I got like some shots off on them, they'd just be dead right now. But sadly I am totally mismicroing my army here, and I just, not mismicroing, but I just don't see it. And yeah, let's hit play. And here I use my Noble Cav in 6 ranks deep, because I believe that 6 ranks deep is okay, but I think Diamond is still better against Lancers. So here I go in and I think, okay, I get charges off, and he gets charges off, yeah, but through his own archers, so I thought they were dense enough to stop his charge, but I'm completely wrong here, because my Noble Germanic Horsemen get killed. Then I get it's basically the same thing here happens. Like, I charge through his Germanic like, he charges his cavalry through his Germanic Archers, and they still have a huge charge bonus, as you can see here. Royal Lancers and Barb Lancers completely crushing my Alani Cav and such. So at this point it's looking horrible for me, I think, already, because he also has the infantry support much closer in. This is a move I do not understand made by him, but here he has these 2 cavalry units that he's moving in, but he's being very, very patient with it. Maybe too patient. He's just go around and kill my units here, because I've got Elite Agartha1 that can just die to charges. Not quite sure why he's keeping the cav in reserve like that. But here he's got his Burgundian cav around, and I got a nice rear charge here, and I might be able to route these Burgundian axemen, but then he gets a really good charge into my Agartha1. I rout his Burgundian Axeman, and here I'm stopping his Burgundian Axeman with the sword so I can pull out this cav, and I got a charge into his Burgundian Axeman. But now here's the problem for me. He charges into my unit over here, gets part of the Agartha1 as well. Here I hoped to get a charge onto the Burgundian Axeman, but I don't. His Barbed Lancers get in, and now he supports with Burgundian Axeman. So that was a really good move by him. Here though, I got into his Burgundian Axeman, still was unable to do too much damage. I kind of broke through over here, which is really good for me, but as you can see, my Germanic archers are dying to those Germanic mounted brigands, so whether it's an effective trade for him is... I wonder, but the thing is, I used my javelins. Here he broke through my cav. I have to pull back my general, I have to run away from here. Now I'm losing the left flank despite having the noble Germanic horsemen. I get a nice rear charge here. I'm probably gonna get another one soon, but I just can't finish the fights quickly enough. Here I get a kind of a nice rear charge onto his Burgundian Axeman. Now I can support with my general. I also target his Barbed Lancers here, so they take some damage. I target his Burgundian Axeman here with my Germanic archers. I pull back the elite Aggothirsy here. And here I kind of set up this Germanic pike, but it's not looking too good for it. It's actually somehow getting a couple kills. I think it's because some of the Burgundian Axemen are getting through the front. Here though, I mismicro my archers, so they gonna die to the noble Germanic swords. I did rout this Burgundian Axeman though, but on this flank, not looking great for me. The Lancers are just doing too great of a job, I think, and now my right has broken. And again, I've broken through here, but this Nobilani cavalry is not gonna be enough against the Barbed Lancers here, as it's about to get the charges off onto my cavalry. And it's gonna get a couple of decent kills here, even though it goes through his own archers, I think. Actually did not get anything on the charge this time around. For some reason. Because before he got so many kills onto my unit just by charging in through his own archers, but now it didn't work. The lead Agathirsy here, trading very well against Burgundian Axemen, but... I just don't have enough infantry left to finish this game, and he still has some cavalry. I did activate Brace here on my cavalry and on my infantry, which is a bit late by the way, but still. The Royal Lancers here got a really good charge off onto my Germanic nobles, and now Burgundian Axemen are going to kill my general. There's very little I can do at this point, and sadly his general is not dead. It's got 19 men left, and he's not dead. Sadly for me, and now my general is being engaged. And I did rout his general, but this is not what I want to happen. I want him to die, because if he doesn't die, there's no effect until he actually leaves the battlefield. But my general died with like I think, yeah, my general died with like over 50 men in the unit. So that is huge for me, and if his general died, maybe there would have been a very small insignificant chance, but even then, probably would have been very unlikely for me to pull something off. And here you can see a charge into my elite Agathirsy with the remaining Barbed Lancers. So I actually kill off the Barbed Lancers, and these guys didn't really do much. And now I'm gonna go in, let's activate Frenzy and Headhunt, because why not? I just don't have enough left here. And yes, he has Germanic archers left on the field with some ammo. He's taken a lot of damage himself, I suppose. And yeah, I'm still trying to chase off these Germanic bows, but what am I going to do? Like, my units should just rout soon as it runs out of Headhunt. As you can see, the morale is not great, but it's high because it's elite Agathirsy, and now they're exhausted and army losses, so they should just rout anytime. Now they're at -5 morale. And they rout off the field, and that is basically game. This was a best of 1, by the way, so Llewellyn takes 1 point for the Agartha team, but I suppose kind of a close game, but... I mean, Burgundian Axemen are just so much more cost-effective than the elite Agathirsy warriors. And like the big thing, and here's another thing throughout the game that I personally thought like was alright, was very good with what I did, but then it wasn't the case. And like now I know that it was a really bad idea. So I thought, if I charge into his Germanic archers and then he charges through his own Germanic archers, that he would not get a charge bonus. But I was wrong, because he still killed like 20 guys on the charge, even with Barbed Lancers. like 20 of my Alani cab or something like that, and they took significant casualties, which was very, very unfortunate for me. But yeah, like that was what lost me the game in the beginning. Me thinking that was a good move, which apparently isn't according to the game mechanics. But yeah, and as you can see, some of his lancers did not do well at all. Like the 2 barb lancers did not get too many kills though. I mean, they just killed initially a lot, but then they died to the elite Agartha1. His rolls though are still alive at the end and doing a massive damage. And as you can see, his Burgundian Axeman, very, very effective. But yeah, that is the game. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.